88! Black 88! Ready, set, fire! Ready, go! Ready! Wide 53! Wide 53! Jet! Ready, go! Down, ready! Blue, ready, go! Ready, ready! Red 54, red 54! Go, go! Ready! Black 14! Black 14! Go, go! Go, ready! Red 18, shift! Ready, go! Here we go, ready! White 29, white 29! Go, go! Hey, move! Where did he go? Here we go, ready? Wide 53, wide 53. Are you ready? Set! Black 14! Black 14! Ready up! Now, ready! Ready 5! Ready 5! Ready, go! Ready? Red 54, jet! Ready, go! Now, ready! Black 14, black 14! Go!
Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Lane Kiffin before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Kick it away to get things started. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running inside, it's Cobb. Plows through, just shedding tackles. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen.
Turning it on! He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
On the move, it's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Brown wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The decision to... For it does not pan out.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up 6. LSU put to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they get him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to run for it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them...
There's some room. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Spins away from the defense. Snags it and he's open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the...
Just steamrolling the defense. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. At the 35, he's loose. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Here we go. Ready.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Sit.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires downfield. Caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now on the move. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Brown wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Berry. Breaks the tackle. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. down. They're taking to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside. It's Cobb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Berry. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Maybe some room here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And he's going to lose yardage on that one, and that could be the final play of the half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Brown wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then you get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Out of the crowd, and now he's finding some room. Touchdown, Auburn! They take the lead with the 6.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Levitt. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Finding open areas. Got enough for the 1st.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Berry. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interesting to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Brown will throw it. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quick spin on the run. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Dances away to buy time. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, taking it the other way. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll get him down after a solid return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Brown wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. In the red area, it's Cobb. Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right now.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Makes the grab on the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, and you really wanted that first down. Time is not your friend right now. You better come to the line with a good thought process because that clock is ticking.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Defense. Stadium in Athens. It's the LSU Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside. It's Barry. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Powers through the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barry.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff. Durham running left. And tackled there by the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Levin. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, this is an offense that's going to find a way to generate explosive plays because of their playmakers at the skill spots. But how about the speed by this guy and his ability on 3rd down to extend, scramble, and go get a big pickup and chunky yards for his offense.
Picks up the 1st down. Got a little grass. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Gets the back moving. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Bruce.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Third down play from the gun. Into the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Durham. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires one high and deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Berry. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. He's going to run it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. LSU right back to the line. The run inside. It's Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Makes the grab. It's Berry. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berry. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to throw on third. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Running inside. It's Barry. Got enough for the first. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. They stripped it out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
To the air, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Frazier. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And down he goes.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! They took a shot. End zone and found 6 points waiting on them. On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot.
And it pays off for a huge score.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Catch in the middle. It's Green. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. LSU quick to the line. From the red zone, it's Berry.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Berry. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and fired complete. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He's in open space downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
It's in the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Got enough for the first. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. LSU now operating in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Barry. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They feed him again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Great job by the defense to force this 4th down, but a field goal would make it a 2-possession game. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. He's going to take off. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. 2nd down coming up. looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the air, it's Stockton. Throws toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick and they get it right back.
And how about the onside kick team coming through for your ball club? Down 3, you got to get the football late in this ball game. They get the ball now with a chance to maybe tie it or go win this thing. Great execution.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's caught. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Frazier again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the fourth.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Throwing, Carr, looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Going to the run, it's Mobley. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man, it's Levin. Finds his man, it's Berry.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On the direct snap, it's Berry. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll go with Dura. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Great place to start for this offense. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here's a little, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Makes the catch, it's Green. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Carr. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Wide receiver going in motion. Play action, C.J. Carr. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Mobley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. DB's right up on the receivers. lets it fly. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Shadow of the goalpost looming, 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, they're trying to toss the ball to get outside on the defense and try to use their speed, but how about the awareness and recognition defensively? Not just winning up front, getting off of...
This is Gaylord, Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. From inside his own... Oh, now the ball has been knocked free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
The run inside. It's Berry. It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Trying to run, it's Berry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Creates a little space. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Savant. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. It's a draw. There's it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Berry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. To throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Harris. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. He's at the 10. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it. It's Berry. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Barrels ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close to getting it into the end zone. 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, LSU! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
See what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Throws to the tight end. The short hands. It's Hansen. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They get to the line quickly. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Touchdown Sooners! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. And they dive on it and get it back. And, boy, that would have been a disaster to hand it right back to them.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just feeds the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get rid of it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sategna. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Sweet, sweet. Ready, go.
The give to the left side. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's Xavier Robinson. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Gets the back moving.
Go, go.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Takes the handoff. It's Berry. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner goes down. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they turn it into a defensive score.